Hey, I think we're live. Everything seems okay. We good? Okay, I think we're good. Alrighty. Alright.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Alright, audio looks good. Okay, all the usual tests and all that. So we are doing these world quests. Ooh, there's a Flynn's. There's a Flynn's thing. Okay. Oh, Flynn's is up there.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit.
Yeah, that's the world
But it's
quest, but I
best to
kind
dry
of
your
want
clothes
to...
as soon as possible after the
I
rain
want to talk
stops.
to Flynn's first, I prefer. I like the idea of talking to Flynn's more. Oh, Flynn's and Enef are here. Oh, interesting. Hello.
Repairs complete. It was just an old circuit. Nothing serious.
Such remarkable efficiency, Miss Inefa. If it weren't for you, this streetlight would have had me stumped. If it had proven beyond fixing, I may have had to take my own lantern and hang it in its place.
Luckily, things didn't get to that point.
Aino previously proposed a solution. She said she could train the Ratniki so they'd have the basic knowledge to perform simple tasks, like repairing circuits. That way, you wouldn't need to inform Aino every time a streetlight goes out and then wait in the dark until I arrive to repair it.
The Ratniki are responsible for fixing the lights?
Yes and no. Strictly speaking, maintaining the brightness of the lights has been their traditional role.
What does that mean,
Before
though?
the use of Kuvaki became widespread, the streetlights were powered by regular oil. Back then, people were needed to light and extinguish the flames. Because of how dangerous said streets were at night, the Ratniki took on this role. They already carried lanterns, in any case, and were adept at using them while fighting. But as I'm sure you've already noticed, the current streetlights are powered by Kuvaki, and it's not so easy to light or extinguish them using traditional means. Because of this, whenever a light goes out nowadays, all I can do is stand here helplessly and wait for a professional to come along and solve the problem.
So why have you not arranged the classes? That would seem kind of
Aino
smart.
organized an engineering seminar, but all the Ratniki made excuses to leave halfway through. They said things like, I have an urgent task, or I need to
He
go
just
on
didn't
patrol,
want to?
or
That's crazy.
it's time for me to make a report.
I didn't leave. It is, after all, disrespectful to the host to leave a seminar early.
True, but the biscuits you brought were too much of a distraction for Aino. She stopped teaching completely. And then I was so busy trying to stop her from eating that I could not take over the seminar. So please, the next time you attend a class of any kind, don't bring anything sweet that might attract Aino's attention. And don't bring any toys either.
I promise I won't.
Please say it in full. The last time you promised not to bring anything sweet, you brought a toy, and Aino was completely unable to continue.
I promise I won't bring anything sweet, any toys, or anything else that might unduly divert Miss Aino's attention.
That's better. I'll notify you when she next holds an engineering class. For now, I have to pick some laka berries for her. Goodbye.
Traveler, do you know of anything else besides sweet treats, toys, and small fluffy animals that might keep Miss Aino quiet for a while?
He was doing it on
Half
purpose.
an hour shall suffice.
I think you'd be better off studying.
Since you feel that way too, it seems I have no choice but to submit myself to her baptism of erudition.
erudition
I only
mentioned?
hope I don't drown in the ocean of knowledge she wishes to impart.
It's funny to hear the word erudition mentioned in a Hoyo game when it's not, like, strictly the Star Rail context of, the path of erudition. Yeah, this whole area is like a huge puzzle that I think is a part of this quest. Hello. I can't imagine how you two warriors managed to make it through the thunderstorm, but that's not the point right now. I need your help. Don't worry, there's no way we stand by while someone needs help. What do you need us to do? Please help me get the airspace data collector up in the air. Airspace data collector? You mean that big round machine? That's right, all you need to do is align the strong Kuvaki side of each assembly module with the collector and push them into place. Then the collector, I mean that big round machine, will float up into the air. That means everything's working. Alright, seeing how desperate you are, let's help them out, traveler. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I don't trust this guy at all, he doesn't even have a name. Oh, is that it? Okay. That one's good. Oh, reset the puzzle. I see. I see, says the blind man. These little robots are so cute. Is it not working? Up it goes. Paimon bets that guy won't be so worried now. It didn't look like it worked. Is it just me, or do like, these machines in Krai, what they really remind me of is the King K. Rool machines from Donkey Kong 64? Like, that whole faction's machinery and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. Finally, it worked, warriors. My name is Fangel. I'm a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. I saw everything just now. You're absolutely incredible. May I ask your names? Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We're adventurers. Have you been stuck here for a long time? If not for the two of you, I might have been stuck much longer. You're the first ones to make it through the thunderstorm safely. Surely you should be the first one. No, of course not. I don't have your luck. You probably won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably the result of my being cursed. Cursed? Wait, do sciencey people really believe in that kind of thing? Indeed, in fact, that's why I got into science in the first place, to find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you got through half the things I have, you'd understand. He kind of sounds like Bennett's situation. Whenever I cook, even when I'm mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire. Yeah, Bennett. Is he really from Natland secretly? If I hang out the laundry, a tornado is guaranteed to blow it away. Things like that happen to me every single day. I call it the fan gel effect. It really does sound unlucky. Is there any way to break the curse? Science, of course, that's the only way. Sounds reasonable enough, but something feels off. It sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting Abyss monsters. Isn't a blessing usually a way to break a curse? I've tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them worked. In the end, it was the Fontaine Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. Since mixing salads caused fires, I invented a cooling system for food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in Fanta vending machines. Oh. This guy helped invent refrigeration. That's crazy. Now everyone can easily enjoy ice-cold Fanta, and that's thanks in part to the fangirl effect. Henry's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather in Krai could be incredibly dangerous, so I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector, just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now. Oh, so science really did beat the curse. You could say that, but as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked uncritical error. The collector might be fine, but with the Fangle effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiment properly. So you've just been running around like that ever since you got here until we found you? That's right, the Institute saved me, so I couldn't bring myself to go back without something to show for it. That's why your arrival is such an unexpected turning point. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kuvaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than Arcanum. You probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? At its core, that accident happened because Arcanum is still too dangerous to use as an energy source. Of course you heard about it. You're looking at none other than the honorary senior researcher of Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Raimondo must think highly of you. For most people, even earning the title of assistant is quite the achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimondo's views. Things like Fanta don't really contribute much to science. What we truly need is a more reliable alternative to Arcanum. If my theory proves correct and Kuvaki really is a safer option, the Institute might even rename Fanta to Fanta in my favor. Oh my gosh, they really name dropped the Fanta comparison. That's hilarious. Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing. So may I ask for your help if you're willing to help me complete my experiment and collect the data I need? I'll make sure to propose that both your names be added to Fanta. Fanta Vuoto Man? That's quite the impressive name. Traveler, let's help. Alright, but I imagine sales will take quite a hit. You think that name's too long? Then let's go with Fanta Paimon. Vuoto, you're not joining in the co-branding? How modest of you. I'm sure I'll give you special thanks in the acknowledgement sections of my thesis. We managed to get airspace data collector to the air earlier, but unfortunately it didn't get quite high enough. All you need to do now is lift it up a little more. To get higher, you'll need to stack more assembly modules. Simple, effective, I'm counting on you. Sounds simple enough, we got this. In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly modules, just make sure the blue strong unipolar field is facing the collector. Sure thing. There's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels, but it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me come up with the experimental parameters. Finish setting up the parameters. Oh, they just made like the puzzle parter. Okay. How interesting. Okay, I need both of them. Okay, I see how it is. This is the one that we have to reset that I mentioned. Okay. Okay, what are we thinking? Good? Okay. Oh, I messed it up already. Okay. Hold on. I thought that by pushing it back, Yeah, that one's not glowing, but this one is glowing, so... In theory, by pushing this one, it'll let me rotate it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And with this one, we can't rotate it here, and we also can't push it, so... Oh, is that not how this is gonna work? Dang it. Okay. I thought that these two would be, like, sucked towards each other so that we can, like, move this with that one. Yeah. It's not... Because right now we have, like, no way to move this, right? Oh, okay, we have to do that, but in, like, the other order. So, like, red coming from here, and then blue coming from there. Right, okay. So push that, right? Is that how that works? Nah, because you still can't rotate this one. How odd. There's no way to, like, rotate this one. This one's, like, kind of stumping me. Feels kind of crazy. And I can't even push it from that angle. So it's either that side or that side. See what happens when I do this. Oh, okay. Does that, like, work? No, it doesn't. How odd. These two aren't really, like, connecting. Yeah, I kind of don't know how to solve this one. How odd. Let's reset it. I might have, like, broken it at one point. Okay. That didn't work. So what do I do? Okay, that was interesting. So I had to make sure that I could still, like, pull the other block. Okay. Got the data, so that means we're done here, right? Sorry, but we still need data from higher altitudes. That's how scientific research works, but it's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when you went to set the parameters just now, did you? Maybe that curse of yours isn't as bad as you think, so for this next experiment... No, it has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I try to believe me, something would definitely go wrong. Please, you gotta believe me. Okay. Paimon suddenly feels like renaming Fanta might not be enough. No problem, as long as you're willing to help out with the experiment, then putting your likeness on the Fanta label will be more than fair. So that means everyone who buys Fanta will get to see Paimon and Traveler on the label? Yes, you'll be known all around Teyvat, but for two scientific pioneers like yourselves, that's still a pretty modest reward. So what do you say, shall we keep going? For the sake of scientific progress. Okay, let's get back to the experiment. Ready. 3 assembly models for each channel. However, you'll need to manually adjust the modules for 2 of the channels. Leave the rest to me. Okay. I do enjoy these puzzles, so this is, like, cool. Okay, so all 3 of these gotta be... This one needs to be rotated, and this one needs to be rotated as well. I think we do this one first. We rotate it, and then we just push it along. Then we do this one first. We rotate this one, push it along. And then this one should be easy. Okay, cool. Okay, I thought that one would be tougher. Oh, he said that he was gonna do one of them himself. Okay. I was confused for a second. Yeah, let's hit the reset button, make sure everything's good. Okay, this one can be rotated. Okay, this one can't really be, like, pushed that way, so hold up, let's do this. Let's pull this one back in order to push this one. Ooh, okay, hold up. Rotate. Ooh, okay, I did it wrong. Okay. At least I think I did it wrong. This one only has like 2 sides to it, so it's not all that useful. So I think maybe we do it like this. Yeah, what I'm thinking is... Oh, we can just pull it. Okay. I was overthinking it. I thought the puzzle was going to be more complicated than it was. Perfect. Yikes. Fangle, there was an accident. The collector got hit by lightning. Yes, I saw it too, the Fangle effect. It's intensified. And with the lightning protection device and your help, we couldn't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Don't give it just yet. The only way to break the curse is by advancing science. Exactly, according to your theory, the only one that can defeat the Fangle effect now is you, Fangle. Oh, you're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me. It'll destroy everything I hold dear. If in the end even the Fontaine Research Institute is, I would never forgive myself. We're at a critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer than Arcanum. But for real-world applications, that conductive phenomenon we just observed must never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collectors crashed. It's certainly unfortunate, but what really matters is the data inside. Could I ask you to retrieve it for me? Alright, leave it to us. Please be careful. I'll check here to see if the issue was caused by the equipment itself. Wow. Find the crashed collector. Is there anything like here? Guessing it's gonna be where the smoke is.
Transfixed. Let's light it up.
Looks badly damaged. All we can do is recover the data. This should be it. Oh, it's a punch tape. Those are cool. Old punch tapes are cool. They kind of look like those like standardized test sheets that you look at with like holes punched in where the answers would be, and those can be like scanned by a machine. It's pretty much exactly like those test answers. Those test sheets for standardized tests. Hey, Fangle. I was starting to worry the Fangle effect might have gotten to you too, so how'd it go? Did you get the data? We got it, but the collector was already. I suspect as much. These designs never accounted for the impact from a fall. That was my oversight. I found a few leads on my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I'll need to analyze them together with the data you recover. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? Wait until the following day. Okay, you didn't mean like tomorrow in the real world. Sometimes these quests do mean tomorrow in the real world. Oh, wow. Whoa, where did all these little things come from? Hey, over here. Good news, I've made a breakthrough. I'm 99.5% sure that the Fangle effect didn't affect either of you. That's great, though Paimon isn't really concerned about that, but if it wasn't because of the Fangle effect, then why did the Collector get struck last time? Because the lightning protection device inside the Collector was never tested for repeated usage in such a high Kuvaki environment. The materials eventually gave out from fatigue. The fix was actually pretty simple. I tested a bunch of materials with different parameters based on this area's Kuvaki concentration, and look, I found something way more durable. Look, this is the Krai Aerospace Data Collector 2.0. I stayed up all night to finish it. With one final high-altitude test, we'll be able to determine the experiment's results. Why is the Collector 2.0 so much smaller than the previous one? Advanced models are usually more compact. Oh, Paimon gets announced, so Paimon is really more advanced than Traveler. Well, that's usually too. The reason why the 2.0 model shrank so much is this time was actually due to the limits of the material used. I had to cut a lot of non-essential features. For example, the entire structure for lifting into the air. But if you can't get up into the air, how's data supposed to collect data from high altitudes? Well, it's all because, you see, many of the greatest leaps in human knowledge come when the researchers themselves step in, even if it means becoming the subject of their own experiments. They say Henry's team drank tens of thousands of bottles of Fanta to perfect the flavor we have today, so you get what I'm saying, right? He wants to, like, fly up himself by using the jumping trampolines. No, not me. It's enough of a miracle that the Fangle effect hasn't affected you two. If I were the one to try, it'd be a total disaster. He's talking about having Paimon fly it. Not that I mind trying sooner or later, the curse will devour me anyway, but the research on Kuvaki is too important to be left unfinished. How about this? I'll just redesign the Fanta ball to be shaped like you two, or we don't even have to call it Fanta anymore. It could be Paita, Vanta, or Vuoto. Please, for the sake of scientific progress, take the Collector 2.0 with you into the skies. Since it's for scientific purposes, I'll do it. Oh, so you already have a glider. That's amazing. Then we can check that off the list. Alright, let me explain the latest changes. Just yesterday it occurred to me, since the thunderstorms here are bursting with Kuvaki, instead of avoiding it, why not harness it? In other words, we can actively attract the lightning. This relay device was built for exactly that purpose. Attract the lightning, but that sounds dangerous. It'll be fine. Most of the Kuvaki in the thunderstorm will be converted into an upward force field. The remaining energy will be captured by the Collector 2.0 to power the Enhanced Lightning Protection Device. Trust me, your chances of getting struck are no higher than 0.0067%. So there's still a chance that Paimon might get struck. Statistically speaking, there's a negligible risk. I mean, no proper scientist would ever claim something is 100% certain. This will be the final experiment. Channel the lightning into the lightning rod over there, launch up and collect the data. The lightning protection device in the Collector 2.0 will keep you safe. I'll let you know as soon as we got enough data, so I'll do everything I can to help you keep safe. Ready to go? For the sake of science. That's the spirit, for the sake of science. Okay. Is it gonna let me... It's good so far, just hang in there a little bit longer. Still not enough jade, just a little more hang in there. There we go, we got it. The experiment was a success, just as I thought. Kuvaki has huge potential. Thank you both, this is critical data I was missing. Once I've combed through it all, I can finally get started on my thesis. I hope the research results on Kuvaki will truly achieve what Mr. Raimondo envisioned. Freeing people from their reliance on our kingdom. This would be an enormous step forward. Looks like we actually helped with something big. That's awesome. Indeed, progress marches forward. My thesis should be done in a year or two. And maybe in 20 or 30 more, we'll start to see the real proper impact of what we did here today. 20 or 30 years? That long? That sort of time thinking was already breakneck breakthrough. Scientific research takes time, you know. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Alright, fine. Paimon really thought we gotta try a bottle of Fan Traveler Paimon to any day now. I'll be sure to suggest that to Henry and the team. Oh, here, and take the Krai Airspace Data Collector 2.0 as a thanks for me. I removed the data collection module since it's classified tech from the Institute. I hope you understand. It no longer has any data collection functionality, but the lightning protection still works. Hopefully it'll come in handy on your adventures. Just a heads up, it only works on thunderstorms that carry Kuvaki. It won't be effective against regular lightning. So once you're outside Krai, it probably won't be of much use. Wow, that means you don't have to worry about getting struck by lightning while we're out exploring. Scientists can defeat a curse. Well said. Thank you both again for your contribution to science. Once I've sorted through the raw data, it's time for me to head back to the Institute and start writing my thesis. That's kind of cool that we got to keep the thing. Won't be much use though, because I've already 100% explored this whole area. Let's see here, where are we looking at? Oh. Oh, I did enough to get rewards. Cool. Do I have any, like, more available today? No, it doesn't look like it. That kind of sucks. Let me check, like, everywhere. Let's see if there's any hangouts anywhere. Nope, it doesn't look like it. Wow, really? Nothing? Check Inazuma. Okay. Maybe I should go and do the wishing function. You can make a wish after 1 day and 1 hour. Oh, really? Oh. I wished for Skirk and she never showed up, though. That's crazy. Alright. I meant to teleport. Power of research. Alright. It's an excellent stress of changing careers. All the meeting point stuff is done, though, so I wonder what this is gonna be. Maybe this is like the local legend quest or something? Training ground sign. This is the second challenge. From here on, the terrain starts to play a role. Oh, and in the second half, the targets will start moving, so be ready to shoot on the run. Doesn't this spoil the most exciting part of the challenge? Paimon thinks she understands the problem now. Nothing feels like a surprise. There's no suspense. Something flashed by over there. I feel like this quest like already started a long time ago and I forgot about it, and now I'm missing context. Traveler, you're just messing with Paimon. There's nothing there, right? This isn't the type of surprise Paimon wanted. You're a meanie. Just for that, you're leading the way from here on. Start challenge. Oh, I think I remember doing this. There is another, game like this. Oh, chest.
An impressive bounty.
That was fun. Who's this guy? Fano, we figure out what's wrong with the training ground. That doesn't matter anymore. It's time I start getting my affairs in order. What happened? All my targets have vanished again. Hey, someone took them by accident. No, it's happened before. I got new materials to make new ones and hid them somewhere no one would think to look. But they've been taken again, which means someone's doing this on purpose. Paimon felt an eerie sensation with the cave just now. Could this have something to do with those sneaky thieves? That was just me messing with you. Wait, you sensed it too? That feeling of being watched? My instincts are never wrong. And anyway, my targets aren't worth that much. Who would want to steal them? Even though I never took risky commissions, when I was a treasure hunter, you don't spend that many years in a profession like mine without making a few enemies. By taking the targets, you're sending me a sign. The next target is me. It looks like I should have changed careers much sooner. Never thought I'd be sacrificing my life for a job like that at such a young age. Maybe you're overthinking it. Once we catch the thief, everything will become clear. You two are so kind. If you have the time, please do attend my funeral. Can we not keep bringing up your funeral? There's still a chance we can fix this. Is that what they call the energy of babes? Alright, I'll hang in there just a bit more. At the very least, I won't give up until they actually come knocking. After all, I poured almost all my savings into this training ground. I've dealt with treasure hoarders before, and in my experience, if you want to catch them, the best way is to bait a trap. You can get target making materials at the Krumkake craft shop. I've been there a few times. Since they're after targets, let's use some to lure them out. I'll leave the thief to you two. As for me, I'll stay here and get started on fixing the third challenge they messed up. Alright. Wonder if, like, Aino will get involved with this quest, or if it'll be just... Okay, it looks like it's just another employee. Hello, Lali. Hello, do you have any material for making targets? Nope, I sold all mine a few days ago. Try asking Cisco, she might have some. Cisco this? Huh. Hi there, let Paimon introduce herself. Paimon is Paimon, and he's the Traveler. We're here on Vano's behalf to have any materials for making targets. Vano? Or you mean Uncle Young? He's run out of targets again. He just picked up a new batch the other day. It sounds like his training ground is a roaring success. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Paimon thinks the only real customers are the two of us. What happened? Okay, we tell her that they were stolen. So things have been tough for him. No wonder he looks so down. If you haven't told me, we'd have no idea. What do you mean we? Kids around here, we all know Uncle Young needs target materials, so whenever we come across any, we collect them to sell them. And then you go steal his targets afterwards? Did you know the targets were being stolen? Yes. But we didn't steal them, we just sold them the targets we got back, that's all. So it's just one set of targets he ended up paying for over and over again. Poor Vano. Oh my gosh. Sorry, we really didn't know Uncle Young's business wasn't doing well. We figured if he kept buying that many targets, he must be kind of rich. So they were just robbing him? He used up almost all his savings to keep the training ground afloat. I'm really sorry. If there's anything I can do to help. Could start by telling me who the real thief is. Oh, well, I guess it was the Hollow Hands, but they're not bad guys. Hollow Hands? Who are they? I can't tell you that. Vano really needs your help right now, so remember what we gotta find out who's been stealing those targets. Alright, but we don't really know who they are. They always vanish fast, and no one's ever seen them. I think they're like Reed Miller, a good kind of thief. We trade with them sometimes. No matter what we bring them, they always give us something really valuable in return. And that's how you've been getting the targets back? Yeah, it's not always just targets, though. They sometimes give us more or other valuable parts. They really helped us a lot. Weird, what could the Holohands have against Vano? We just thought thieves have their reasons for thieving, so we figured Uncle Young must be loaded or something. Sorry. If you want to get his targets back, you could try trading them for some old portable bearings. I don't know if there's enough left, though. Uncle Young already bought some a few days ago. It's not like we have any other ideas. Let's give it a try. Search higher up to collect old, these. Let's keep looking. Alright. You got 3 of those old portable bearings. Oh, that should be enough, so now it's time to trade, right? Where's the trading spot? Is it okay if I'm the one to make the trade? I promise I'll tell them not to bother Uncle Young ever again. We need to find out who they are. Sicko, you trust the Holohands even though they won't show you their faces, right? Then surely you can trust Traveler and Paimon too. Okay, Paimon, you have a point. I guess in a place like Krai, trusting others is never easy. To tell you the truth, I feel kinda scared every time I go into the cave to trade. It's pitch black in there and you can hear this rustling sound. I always feel like there's a lot of eyes staring at me. Bano said he felt like he was being watched too. It has to be them. But they're not bad guys, really. Every time we walk up to the little trade box, we leave our stuff inside, then close our eyes and count to 77. Then whoosh, it's gone, replaced by a gift. It's been like that every single time. They've never hurt any of us. Why 77? I heard it's because Reed Miller once stole 77 treasures from the governor's palace. Bozena says it's actually because he had 77 loyal followers. Or maybe it's because Reed Miller fell out a window and did 77 somersaults before hitting the ground. If that was the case, I don't think he'd be remembered as a legendary thief. You can just open our eyes at 76. Alright, if we open our eyes early, we might just catch the Holohands in action. Are you sure you can do that? Feels like cheating if you don't follow the rules. Well, it's all dark in there anyway, so maybe no one will notice. Anyway, everyone has a different story, but they all include the number 77, so who knows? Maybe your version is the truth after all. Okay, good luck with the trade, and tell everyone about Uncle Young, too. We'll also do our best to gather targets for him. No change this time, but first, we better go say sorry. In here... Yes. Start from 1. Alright. Let's close our eyes and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that's much better. Paimon thought you were going to drag it out forever. As the count goes on, you feel Paimon tugging at your clothes more tightly. As you enter the 30s, a soft rustling sound comes from somewhere nearby. 50, that was 50, right? Were you about to doze off? Come on, focus. 75, 76, it's probably okay to take a peek now, right? 77. Vuoto, look, sniffer moles. Yeah. So the Holohands are the legendary elusive rogues. The Holohands are actually a bunch of sniffer moles. Paimon guesses it makes more sense now that she thinks about it. Why did you steal Vano's targets? They don't seem to understand Paimon's question. 77? Squeak, squeak. Answer you, so what's 77 supposed to mean? Reed Miller's 77 treasures? His 77 loyal followers? Don't tell Paimon they think 77 sounds like squeak, squeak. Could that be it? 70 squeak 7, squeaky squeak? Paimon's confused. Squeak, 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 squeak. So, and then we still don't really know what it means. Follow the sniffer. Collect the targets. Oh, a treasure chest.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
$20,000 more. I take those. Oh, looks like that mole nest over there is hiding a bunch of goodies. You best go after it. Alright, that should be all the targets. So they were using them as bedding all along. That's why they kept going after Vano. I thought their burrows looked a lot cozier than those targets. It probably has something to do with the colors and patterns. So they were using them for decoration? Maybe Sephiroths like that sort of style, like Cisco said. Thieves have their own reasons for thieving. Still, even if we bring the targets back now, they'll probably just get stolen again in a few days. What should we do? Let's talk to Vano about it. Sure, we can find something. Figure something. Yeah, I thought I... Oh, shit. Precious chest.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
And a 4-star... Exile feather. Let's check that out. Did we get ER? Nope. No ER. Oh, you're back. I was just wondering if I should start getting my fares. Never mind. It's good to see you back in one piece. You can rest easy, Vanna. Those sneaky target thieves are definitely not old enemies of yours. Really? Actually, that girl Cisco came to apologize just now. She said the ones behind her are called the Hollow Hands. You sound like a pretty serious organization. They're a bunch of sniffer moles. Sniffer moles? Come to think of it, I did feel like I was being watched. I never felt ominous, not like all the times I sensed real danger. But why would they want to steal my targets? Tell Vano everything you uncovered. Oh, so that's what this was about. I was this close to making arrangements for my funeral. Looks like I'll have to teach them a lesson. But they didn't mean anything by it. No, that's not what I meant. If a few old portable bearings are enough to trade back the targets, that means the exchange rate's totally in our favor. You mean, if I show up with all sorts of gifts next time, I might get something amazing in return. Maybe I can make back all those losses from the stolen targets sooner than I thought. Those losses aren't actually caused by the Hollow Hands. Yes, I know, Cisco told me already. Still, I'm not gonna ask those kids to repay anything. She was chirping away just now, giving me all sorts of feedback on the training ground, and she even promised to bring her friends to come and play. Honestly, that's worth more to me than any amount of more. Textbook treasure hunters' instincts. Former treasure hunters. Thanks a lot. I think I figured out how to make this place more fun. I just hope more folks will stop by. Want to give it a shot? The final challenge. I promise it'll be way more fun than the first two. Let's give it a go. Play Vanna's final challenge. That was a fun little quest. Oh, and another chest. Yay. Oh, luxurious test then? That's crazy. Let's talk to Vanna first. Congratulations, you're the first team to complete all the challenges. Hey look, the Hall Hands that you even came to cheer us on. Maybe they're waiting a chance to steal the targets back. I got to find them some comfier bedding material than those targets. Oh right, I almost forgot your victory prize. This is some stuff I gathered back in the day, worth a decent amount. But that was to Vanna, the treasure hunter. For Vanna, the training grounds boss, it's not much use anymore. Please take these as a token of my gratitude. Luckily, we're not training ground bosses, so we'll gladly take this treasure off your hands. Come on now, and my training ground will always be free for the two of you. Drop by anytime you like.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Damn, lots of stuff. I don't think that was, yeah. I didn't contribute to the Chronicles or whatever. What is this? There's an unopened chest here? For real? What are you three doing? Hey friend, just gonna shoot targets all day? Doesn't it get a little dull with skills like yours, so you're not training a food blows with us? Sure. Is this a combat thing?
Here comes my bounty.
Wind strike!
Get to work! You two! Tight!
The bounty is yours.
Oh hey Yachty. What's up? You're here.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Sorry boss, I let everyone down. Not a big deal. Let's try it again.
Lay to bed!
I'm going in!
One with nature!
Fulfill our pact! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! An impressive bounty.
Lost to some random passerby. So can't let him off the hook. Let me double check. It's like working.
Here comes my bounty.
Everybody stand!
Into the wind!
Show no mercy! You two! Tight!
The bounty is
Impressive bounty.
Can't believe I lost this passerby 3 times. Total loss. That was a fun little thing. Oh, weird. I thought that chest was, like, already a thing. Yeah, there's the hole over here. Is there, like, another spot where we... Yeah, okay. It looks like there's another spot to feed the bulls here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, what's, like, happening? Oh.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
That was easy. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna check again to see if this chest exists, because it's gonna bother me forever. Wait, what? It exists now? I checked yesterday at... What? And it looks like it was, like, broken here or something? Maybe it was a bug this whole time. What the fuck?
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Finally, though, I think that's it. Oh, it's not it. Oh, shit. Hold up. There are more chests around. These two didn't show up when I streamed yesterday. That seems crazy. These look like combat chests. How did they not show up before? What the hell? These are combat chests. That's crazy. Your pity list doesn't update until server reset. So right now you are at 80 pity, and it could be literally any pool now. You are extreme. It's pretty rare to even go past 80 pity. So you could get him with like any single pool.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
And sucks that you're going to hard pity though.
Everybody stand back! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of the...
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
And no relevant clues. Yeah, those treasure chests are like definitely bugged. Let me go back here and see if there's anything else that's bugged. That was bugged that maybe they fixed. No. Hey, I guess there's nothing on this island, and we could go here. Let's see if I missed anything here. Nope. Think that's not Krai 100% for real. Yeah, that's 100%. Man, what do I do? Maybe I just do hangouts now. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Is, I got that feather, so now I am at 2 feathers, and I can re-roll my goblet. Ooh. Okay, this is a do as I say, not as I do moment. Traditionally speaking, or just generally speaking, or just optimally speaking, you shouldn't use reshape feathers on artifacts that only have 4 available rolls total. So see here I have 2 in attack and 2 in crit rate. You should only use feathers on ones that have 5. But I did some back of the napkin math, and in order to get a goblet better than this, I would have to craft 8 goblets with average luck. And crafting 8 goblets sounds horrible, so I might do it if this rolls horribly, though. Oh my gosh. I really hope that this rolls well. Crit rate, crit damage. Let's go. Never punished. Never punished. Never punished in a million years. Never punished. Holy shit, never punished. Oh my gosh. 97.8 over 2.0. Oh my god. Literally never punished. I can never lose. A certified not I'd win moment. That attack roll is low as fuck, but it's fine. Nah, I'd win. How much CV is that? 17.4 is 14.8? So yeah, that's like 43 CV or some shit. That's a fucking clip. Never punished. Actually never punished. Holy shit, what a reroll. Never punished. I'm probably top 500 now in the world. Top 500 Arlecchino. Oh my gosh, never punished. Never punished. Holy shit, what a build. Yeah, the goblet's better than yours now. You know how I said that your goblet was better than mine? That was a was. I'm sorry. But my goblet's better than yours now, and it's not even, like, close. It is close, but... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yachty. That's streamer luck, though. Streamer luck, though, for real. I'm a streamer now, so I get all the luck. It's true. You gotta only re-roll stuff when you're streaming, Yachty. That's the lesson. You only gotta, like, craft and re-roll stuff when you're streaming. It's true.
Return to the skies. Watch out.
Yeah, that could... Oh my gosh, this build is so crazy. Oh my gosh, and it's gonna get better one day too, because one day I'm going to, next, I'm going to re-roll this flower. Yeah, yours is still really good. 40 CV, like, you have, 40 crit value in total. That's really good. That's, like, top tier, right? The difference between your goblet and my goblet is that my goblet got a little bit more in the crit just because of high rolls, and also that attack percent roll, even though it's only 4.1%, that attack percent roll just makes it a little bit better. Just a little bit. You still got 40 CV though. That's really good. Like, no complaints at all. But my Arlecchino will get better when I re-roll this flower, because this flower rolled like dog shit. So I'm gonna re-roll this a bunch to get like 50 CV or something like that, 50 crit value. And it'll be perfect. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it rolled well. Ah, that's so good. Holy shit. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I knew it was... Because I was at that, like, artifact reroll pity, I knew it was gonna roll all into crit. It was just a matter of were the rolls gonna be low or high, you know? If the rolls were really, really low, then it would have been very, very cringe. Oh my gosh, my Arlecchino is slaying, though. 97.8 or 208.9. You forgot to tell me what happened. Did you get him with a single pull? You got a single pull. This whole base design is, like, really cool. Oh, you got the polearm for Anefa? That weapon's so good for her. Yeah, that's good. Because Anefa does have some ER requirements, so that thing... It'll regenerate ER, like, so often for Anefa. It's really good. Has high base attack and EM, which is what Anefa wants. That's really good. You only really need to craft one of them, and it's fine. Because Anefa's ER requirements aren't so huge that you need refinements on that, because the refinements on it only increase its energy regen. Yeah, we should talk about, like, what pole arms for your Flins. So as we calced yesterday, if you ever get Skyward Spine, you can use Skyward Spine on Flins, and it's Pog. You can also use this weapon if you got it from the event. Did you ever get this? Because Flins does want about, like, 30% ER, and this thing gives exactly 30% ER, so... You never got this one? Aw, okay. Other than that, it's, like, Favge, and then if you buy the Battle Pass, you can give him this Ballad of the Forge. This is a Battle Pass weapon, so... I don't really recommend spending money on weapons, but, I mean... I spend money on this game because, you know, it's the main game I play, so I get the Battle Pass and stuff. And this thing looks sick on Flins, too. Like, I don't have Flins to show you, but the drip is insane for this thing on Flins. The drip is crazy. You can also use Deathmatch, but the crit rate's, like, so high that it's kind of hard to balance his crit ratio. And that's pretty much it for, like, what I have. Yeah, Katane Crossbeer, perfect for Anefa. Anefa weapon of all time. You can kind of also use on Flins, but the other thing is just better for Flins. The other polearm. Let's go take a look at it, because I haven't actually, like, bought any of the schematics for any of the Krai weapons yet, and I might want them. Is the blacksmith here? No, the blacksmith is in the opposite direction. Oh, there it is. I feel like the NPC designs have been getting better in Not Cry. Like, she actually looks kind of like a person, you know? Let's buy some weapons. Yeah, these... Okay, how many of these do I have? Yeah, Prospector Shovel. Yep, it's this schematic. This is what you craft for Flynn's. Think you'll be able to do another 10 pull? You're at hard pity already. I just do singles. I know that you don't like singles, but, like, I just do singles. So that when you get him, you're at 0 pity, and you're all, like, clean, and you can just save for Columbina. Just hard save for Columbina. Right? Oh, I can't even buy these because I haven't mined enough, like, ore. Damn, I can't even buy these. I don't even want any of them, though. Like, what does this thing do? Increases EM by 60. It's an energy recharge bow. I mean, this would be okay for, like, Kale. It's a low base attack energy recharge bow that increases EM. Actually, I kind of want to buy this for Kale, actually. Yeah, I'm sure about singles. Singles is how I got Llama, remember? I got Llama with singles. I really like being at 0 pity when I'm saving, because, like, if we look at my pity, you got an Effa with singles too? Well, that was a blessing in disguise, okay? Because you, like, in your heart, you wanted Flynn's, and something, like, told you instinctually, hey, Flynn's best teammate is gonna be an Effa, so I should get an Effa. That's what your heart told you, so somewhere inside. So it's okay. I like being at 0 pity, though, because so I'm at 0 pity right now. And I have 103 wishes saved up, and it's perfect. So I know exactly what I got. It makes it easier to keep track of things. To be on 0 pity. Some people like the gamba, though, of like... Oh, you got it? Yeah, it's really rare for people to go past 80 pity, so I'm not surprised you got it in the single pool. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. This is my not surprised phase. You were at 81 pity. Most people get their 5-star between 74 and 80, so I'm surprised you had to go all the way to 81, actually.
Never mind.
Going to 81's crazy. Did you pre-farm and everything, or is he going to be level 1 for a while? Yeah, make sure you get this weapon, too. The Prospector Shovel, it's this one. It actually looks pretty good on him, unless you have a Battle of the Forge. Level 1 for a while, Mayo. You didn't pre-farm? No! For me, with getting Llama, what I did is I saved up a bunch of the, fragile resin, so I could get it right away. I think you were on stream that day that I just, like, farmed for Llama, right? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be funny. Level 1 for a while, but okay, yeah. It's gonna be cool. And you have his best team. You have Aino, Inepa, and Sucrose, and you can just level them all, and it's gonna be awesome. And if you ever get Skyward Pride one day, you can do that. Are there... Level 1 for a while, that's so funny, though. Oh my gosh. He's, like, really fun to play. Like, in the brief time I played him in the tutorial, I was having fun. It's up on the hill, dang it.
Overrule. Huh? I'm going in. Show no mercy. See Laline, beef papa.
You got so excited you busted your lip. Oh my gosh, really? Oh my gosh. Ah, that's rough. Oh man. Your lip is bleeding, darn it. You know, fun story about me. When I was a kid, I chewed on my lip a lot to the point where it bled. Because I was just like a little baby, like I didn't know. I'm not sure if you noticed, but when I talk, I think it's my right side of my lip, like, goes down a little bit because of it. It, like, still is deformed to this day because I chewed on it so much when I was a kid. Yeah, I think it's my right. Yeah. Yeah, my lip, like, droops down a little bit because I fucked it up so much when I was a kid. True story, true story. Oh my gosh, you have bandages at least? Get yourself a bandage. I know putting bandages on lips kind of sucks, but it's how it is. Oh, you still chew on it? That's unfortunate. Anxiety issues are no joke. I dealt with them for a long time, but I've gotten a lot better now through, like, excessive therapy and that kind of thing.
Laid bare.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Wind strike.
Get to work. You two. Time to.
Sorry, Mods. It held your message for quote-unquote sex talk, which is hilarious. That's so funny. Oh no. Feels like in today's world, everyone like takes everything as some kind of innuendo. Even the auto mod does it.
The wind knows.
You're gonna say something else, but I don't want the mods to block it. Yeah. If it's too dirty, I won't let it through, for real. I'm not all that comfortable with, like, sexual stuff just because I'm ace, you know? And a lot of people have been weird to me about that kind of thing in the past, so...
Suffer the wrath. Let's light it up.
It's not dirty at all. That's fine, then say it, and I'll just let it through. Because the auto mod just, like, holds stuff, you know? And then I get to say whether or not it gets through or not. I'll still see it anyway. Until I get actually, like, popular enough to have other people be my mods, I gotta do all the modding myself.
Off we go.
Man, I don't really know what to do right now. Oh, I should, like, spend some resin, actually. I need to get some more level up books. And also, I should do hangouts. That's what I should do. Spend my resin.
Overruled. Huh?
Into the wind.
Get to work. Laline, East Papa.
Oh, I did that a lot. I have a story about biting off my nails from anxiety. My mom didn't know I did that for, like, the longest time. And when I moved out of her house, and we, like, moved the desk out of my room and stuff like that, we found a bunch, like, this is really gross, I know. But we found a bunch of my bitten nails, like, behind my bed and behind my desk and stuff. Because I was, like, doing it in my sleep and, like, throwing it behind me and shit.
I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Like, it was, like, really bad. And nowadays I have, like, a little hand vacuum to get behind there and stuff, because now we know, right? But my mom didn't know I bit my nails because of anxiety, so when she found all that, she was, like, all sad, actually, and she was like, wait, you bite your nails? I'm like, yeah, I had anxiety issues, like, forever, you know? Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, that was a funny little anecdote about me moving out.
Wind strike.
Fulfill our pact. You two. Time to.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Funny stuff. Yeah, I really recommend you get, like, one of those hand vacuums so you can, like, take up all your bitten nails and stuff like that. Nowadays, I clip my nails, though. I'm doing good for that.
Laid to bed. Everybody stand. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Yours are gross. Yeah, bitten nails are gross in general. I will not judge you for that, because I did the same shit when my anxiety was really bad. I did the same stuff. Let's do Thomas Hangout just a little bit. Oh, you know something else I want to do? Because I have the materials now. Want to crown Llama's Burst. Llama's ready for his second crown. Double crown Llama. Let's go. What I love about Llama's level 10 talents is that the numbers are perfect. A perfect 500% EM and a perfect 400% EM. Nothing messy, nothing crazy. It's so symmetrical. It's great. I only wish your skill was like that. It's not. It's so messy. Nocturnal Blossoms? What do you mean? Who uses those? Oh, you mean the flowers for Flynn's. Hold up. I think I know where they are. Yeah. It's at Flims's house, I think. If you, yeah, it's these flowers that are around here. Yeah, it's these. Oh, Frostplant flower, never mind. Nocturnal blossoms. Let's look at the local specialties here. Frostplant flower, portable bearing. I mean, whatever it is, what you can do is you can go here and say, like, scroll, go to collect. Do you see that option in, like, the lower right-hand corner of the screen, go to collect? And it'll highlight where they are on the map. If they're, like, a thing. Like that. Oh, you need 7 of them to craft the pole arm. Yeah. You should be able to do that thing on the crafting screen. The go to collect thing.
The wind knows.
Speaking of which, I was supposed to get these, because I kind of want to craft that bow for Kale. Just an EM stat stick.
One with nature.
Is there anywhere else? Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to the blacksmith and check it out. To buy a weapon. Sure, let's take a look. Prospector's shovel. Lackaberry Nocturnal Blossom. Found in the wild. Oh, it doesn't have a... What? It doesn't have a thing. Oh, I didn't want to buy this. I want to buy the bow, though. Well, let me check in my inventory, though. They still should be... These aren't Nocturnal Blossoms, so what? Oh, they're here. Found in the wild. Material. How do I have, like, 40 of them? I guess maybe you just gotta, like, explore. Yeah, just found in the wild. Let's figure it out. Let's conduct a little search here. Based on the description mentioned the Frostmoon Scion, so that makes me instinctually think that's going to be here on this island. Somewhere. I don't know, though. Maybe you can buy them from someone here. There's usually a merchant that sells, like, local specialties and stuff like that. Are these it? No, these aren't it. Yeah, these are the Frostplant flowers. Okay. You've collected 3 of them from somewhere. Oh, jeez. Where would they be, though? I don't know. Part of me thinks they would either, like... I don't know. I'm trying to brainstorm where I might have seen them. Here's more lackaberries. So lackaberries grow in, like, this area? Okay. Let's check this beach. This beach is, like, the same coloration as those things, right? So they could be here. I imagine that they would be something you'd find out here. No? Some icy pebbles out here, though. not seeing them over here. Which, I don't know, seems a little bit weird. Oh, I know what this goes to. There was a puzzle a long time ago that I just never solved. Yeah, over here. That goes in there, and then the second key card's here, and it goes there. All that does is activate the lift? Oh my gosh. Where would they be? How did I get like 40 of them and you only got 3? That doesn't even make sense. Because I don't know where they are. Of course, there's mint here. I have an idea. What if they're like down here? In this area, what, remember the crab? They're here! They're with the crab! Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, Nocturnal Blossom. Yeah, they're here with the crab. Got him! Okay, so let's talk about how you get to the crab. The crab is, like, down here. Like, you follow the world quest that starts in this pit. And you, like, go through here, I think. At least I think it's here. Yeah, it's in this pit, and you, like, follow this way all the way through. And it's with the crab. Okay, we got him. Okay. I'm a professional explorer. Yeah, I remember this quest. This quest was a little bit fun. I'm not gonna fight that fucking crab again, though, I tell you what. There's 110 in total in the world of non-Krai. Well, that's funny, because you only need 10 in order to buy it. Because I don't think you'll need them in order to craft the spear. Yeah, though, let me check what it's gonna take to craft the bow for Kale. Oh, I should...
This realm is...
What's new in the Realm Depot? Oh, they added stuff, of course. Yeah, scroll fire. I can't wait until they add a Nod Cry thing to the teapot. That's gonna be sick.
If you ever had...
Yeah, let's check it. The bow. What does the bow take? Snare hook. Yeah, so you aren't gonna need any of the plants to craft the thing. You only need the billets and the stones. And the stones are probably gonna take a lot. This thing also says found in the wild, but here's like a pro tip on how to find stones. You go to... Like, I didn't point it out when I did it. But you can go to the blacksmith of any nation and ask them where to find stones, and they respawn every single day. So you can just ask them every day, hey, where are the stones? And then they'll tell you. Yeah, so let's talk to her. Yeah, is there anything of note nearby? You ask them that question, is there anything of note nearby? And they'll tell you every single day. She didn't tell me just then because I already asked her, but... Oh my gosh. Anything else? Okay, let's go back to Toma's hangout. I got so distracted. So ADHD.
Haven't seen Toma in a while. Who knows what that guy's working on these days?
Skip this thing. People are talking shit about Toma. Sorry, I can't say I agree.
Oh?
We should tell them how much you do for the commission.
I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need to go down that route, though. In any case, as a housekeeper, it's hardly my place to get all high and mighty with other staff in the Yashiro Commission. But you're my guest and I live to serve. So if you have any other thoughts on the matter, please do share them with me. I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot, as long as it's a serious suggestion, of course.
I'll ask her on the Yashiro.
I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come and find me if you need anything.
Okay, so this is the separate path for Toma's hangout. People are talking shit about him, and we can say, oh, we don't care, it's okay. But this is the path where we say we do care. Let's ask this person. Hello. You are... My name's Toa. I'm the liaison between the Yashiro Commission and Grand Narukami Shrine. Tell me a little bit about the Kamisato clan. Okay, I don't think she's the person I was supposed to ask. What about this guy? Do you need help with anything? What's this place? Pretty relaxed. Okay. About Toma. Well, Mr. Toma came first to the Kamisato clan. People suspected him on account of him being an outlander. But from my observations, Mr. Toma is steady and friendly. He truly is a very reliable fellow. I mean, why else would he be the trusted assistant and of the commissioner and Miss Kamisato, right? Haha. So that's this guy.
Greetings. Welcome to the Yashiro Commission.
About Toma?
People have been talking about him behind his back? Surely not. He does a wonderful job and always remains modest about it. Why would anyone single him out? Huh. I can't figure it out. Try asking someone else.
What about this guy?
You're asking me what I think Toma could do better? He's busy enough as it is, don't you think? I barely see him around here at the commission. And when I do, more often than not, he's busy with the housework. I think he should carry on doing what he's doing. Everyone's got their own way of living, and Toma's no different.
So it does seem like the Toma haters are in the minority. Okay, she's not voiced, so she probably doesn't matter. Alright, let's ask the guards at the front door, I guess. Hey, what's up? No? What about this lady? Bye, Granny. $48 rainbow drop crystals. Yep. That's how it is. Luckily, they don't cost resin to get. So you can just, like, get a bunch. As I said, just ask the blacksmith to tell you to mark the locations on your map. She'll mark, like, 2 or 3 locations with them, and you can just do that every day until you get the rest of them.
So, do you have...
Who else am I supposed to ask? This lady?
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
What's the matter?
You're Miss Kamisato's friend, aren't you? Basically, something downright awful's happened, and we're discussing what on earth we should do about it. In preparation for the festival next month, we procured some very precious ceremonial implements from another island. But as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. The entire shipment is now sitting at the bottom of the ocean.
You have a backup plan?
Certainly there's no time to go all the way back out there and buy another batch. Our only option is a gentleman based on Narukami Island by the name of Yusaku. But he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised prices sky high. Clearly, he wants to take us for every mora we're worth. It's a real dilemma.
Can't you bar him down and use the Yashiro name to put pressure on him?
We've tried, but he just won't budge. It doesn't help that he has something of a feud with the Yashiro Commission. He once sold us some ceremonial implements of exceptionally poor quality. We returned the items and exposed his malpractice in the process. He's resented us ever since. Now that he actually has the chance to get back at us, there's no way he'll back down. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out, and the festival is drawing nearer every day.
Seems like a job for Toma.
Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off to see him. But I don't know whether they'll be able to resolve it. I really hope the festival goes smoothly.
Toma does have the nickname of the Fixer.
I'm sure the Kamisato plan will be fine.
Hey, where's Toma? Wait, what? Oh, he moved.
Oh, that whole situation, huh? I heard a thing or two about it. I was planning on finding some time to sort it out after entertaining you.
So you know a solution?
It's hard to say for sure. I'd need to talk with the guy first. Since this has piqued your interest, how about we head over there together? Still, the original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into the trials and tribulations of the Yashiro Commission.
I want people to give you the respect you deserve.
Ah, so that's your goal here.
Yeah.
Well, if that is what you really want, I'd better give this my best shot.
Oh, oops. Oh.
Your asking price just isn't realistic. Hey, what point are you trying to make here, huh?
If the festival gets delayed, don't say we didn't warn you.
Help! I'm being attacked by Yashiro Samurai!
What? Hey, cut that out!
You little... Take it easy, would you? Look, we're not going to harm you, all right?
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my will! Doshin! I need a Doshin!
Wow, this guy's slimy. Holy
Looks
shit.
like there's no negotiation to be had here. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait up.
Is that all they got? Amateurs. The nerve. Oh, hello. You were...
Hello again.
Wait, I know you. Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commission's errand boy, Toma. Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for? And all thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective, you know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there are in a given year. Now, take candles, for example. Do you have any idea how many they go through? I could switch half of them out for duds without a single person noticing, and make a small fortune in the process. I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity to report me. Well, now the tables have finally turned, and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me for charging a little extra?
This is more than a little extra.
Look, I found out what happened. The Commission's shipment ran into a storm and is now lying at the bottom of the ocean. The festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. Right now, I'm the only one selling what you need. If the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. And then you'll have a real problem on your hands. So you might want to consider your position here.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items. Surely resolving this dispute swiftly is in your interest, too.
Don't give me that! The fact is, you're desperate to buy, and I ain't desperate to sell.
Yeah, Flynn's at level 50 so far. Remember that Genshin Impact is a marathon, not a sprint, so there's really no rush. You can just do them a little bit at a time every day. No rush at all. Because you gotta level up your other team members too, right? I think your Inefa like still level 70 or 80 or something. And then you gotta get Sucrose and Aino up too.
The batch I have here can go to waste for all I care. It'd be no great loss.
Looks like we can't come to an agreement then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up or look like a bunch of idiots when the festival comes around. Your choice. Time's precious, and I've given you a fair slice of mine today. When you're ready to pay, I'll be ready to talk.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend to discuss this any further.
You need to get Sucrose up to level 70. 70 with that Ascension unlocked. So she can get her second important passive that shares a bunch of her EM with the party. You gotta level her up to get that passive unlocked. But other than that, it's fine to leave her at like 70. I'm not sure what level you have her at.
I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories.
Do you want me to mention this to the Ryan Shogun?
No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaku was acting, but ultimately, the issue here lies with the Yashiro Commission.
Level 90 for both. I'd say like Flynn's is the priority though, because Flynn's is gonna have a lot of ownership of the lunar charged reaction because of how it's calced and stuff. So getting Flynn's up to level 90 is like the most important in the team.
We were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write this out, the Yashiro Commission's reputation will take a huge hit. Let's go. There are a few people I want to introduce you to.
Yeah, so whenever reactions are happening, certain characters in the team are going to have ownership of the reaction. For Lunar Charge, it's a little bit complicated where, like, how do I describe it? Because Flynn's is, like, how Lunar Charged is calculated is, like, kind of complicated, but because Flynn's is doing the most damage in your team, then that means he's going to be the one that has the most ownership over Lunar Charged. And reaction scaling, reactions do a lot more damage based on level, and the difference between level 80 and 90 is, like, pretty huge for reaction damage. So getting Flynn's up to level 90 so that his lunar charged damage is like really high is kind of important. At least I think that's how it works. I'd have to double check my sheet.
If it isn't Toma. I must say I'm
because
surprised
lunar
to
charge
see
is
you.
kind of complicated
Last
compared to
I
other
heard,
reactions.
You were in Rito. Then you just vanished into thin air. Who's the new face?
A friend.
Friend? What, line of work is this guy in, then?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. Just a regular friend. No vested interest here. I originally wanted to take him out for some downtime, but we've ended up mired in commission-related complications.
Okay, I see. My mistake. So, what's the situation today, then? I only ever see you when you need something.
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore. Have you made any progress on that front?
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all the stops to import stock from wherever they could get a hold of it. I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition. If you were hoping to enter the bidding now, I'm afraid you're a little late to the party.
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. We're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but we're still on the fence.
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock, which offered competitive prices, and so on.
You don't say. All right then. Here's the list of sellers. Give me your thoughts.
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down though. I'd say to around 80% of what they've quoted you. This one sprung up out of nowhere recently in retail. Their approach is high volume, small profit margins. The quality's not too bad, but there's always a few duds, so you'd need to inspect the goods thoroughly upon receipt. This one grabbed a loan and leapt straight onto the bandwagon. In their haste, I fear they may have ended up with a mixed bag as far as quality is concerned. Given that their price isn't particularly competitive either, I wouldn't consider them if I were you.
Wait, I know this name. Yes. I believe we're on the same page here.
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important to me, so your help in this regard would be greatly appreciated.
Don't mention it. It's no skin off my back. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our deliveries of iron ore have been getting stolen. Is there anything you can do to help? It's the worst on the road between Konda Village and Inazuma City. Something always seems to happen along that stretch.
No problem. We'll be back before you know it. I guess you have a few questions. I'll explain everything later, but it looks like we'll need to get to work pretty soon.
I have a feeling that they were talking with like some subtext a little bit. Very like in public, hey. But I can't really guess what they were really talking about. Is it all the way over there? Damn. Okay.
Man, this hurts. Those monsters came out of nowhere. Thank you both for your help. Who are you?
Hi there. Yasutake commissioned us to come and assist with the delivery.
Wonderful. I was starting to think I'd never get this, so do I owe you anything for this?
Nope, this is between us and Yasutake. He's the one you should be thanking, if anyone. All right, let's do this. Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
Overruled.
You two! Time to...
Okay, almost there now. One final push. All right. I think we can leave the goods here.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters I didn't even see where they came from. It was a dicey situation.
The route should be safe from here on out. We'll be heading off now.
Sure thing. Again, my thanks to both of you.
All in a day's work. Come on, let's go.
Back to that guy.
Worry no more, good sir. Your goods have been safely delivered.
Good to know. As for the issue you needed my help with, I have someone on the case. You can expect a resolution very shortly.
Yeah, I don't think Toma even said anything explicit about his situation, but like the
You
guy
always seem to be
knew.
cleaning up for other people behind the scenes. Must keep you pretty busy. Seems to eat up all your personal time, too. Speaking of, I'm going to need your help again in a few days' time. There's a meeting coming up, and several trade associations will be fighting tooth and nail over the chance to make a profit. You'll have to mediate on this one.
Ah, that rings a bell. Not a problem. I'll be there.
Oh, one other thing. I heard Sakai gave our guy a loan a while back. Just thought you might be interested to know.
Huh, is that so? It sounds like I should go talk to him then. Thanks again for all your help. Much obliged.
Toma's so like friendly on the surface, but he's like a really shrewd
Think nothing
person,
of it.
if that makes sense.
Goodbye for now.
He's
I'll
pretty
see you in a few
cunning and
days' time.
intelligent.
Okay, this problem is halfway solved.
So who was that?
That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. He's in charge of all of their procurement, and also responsible for keeping their weapon supplies intact. Making weapons involves purchasing raw materials, so he's the key decision maker in all the related trade in iron ore. The iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now.
What does that have to do with ceremonial
On the
affairs?
surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but you'll see very shortly.
All
But
businesses know
before
each other, that
time
kind
to go
of thing.
visit another old friend of mine.
Ah, Toma, you too? Yasutake sent someone over already, but I'm telling you, Toma, I just don't know if it's feasible.
Really? Why? Is there a problem?
My mom called me. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Everything should be good on the audio side, because I, like, muted myself, right? So, everything should be good, though. Okay. You wish your mom could talk to you more? Yeah, it sounds like your dad is, like, a huge obstacle for, like, good discussions and stuff.
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on that loan. If I go hounding him for Mora now, that makes me the bad guy.
But as I recall, the only reason he was entitled to such a long period was because at the outset, he had a business relationship with the Yashiro Commission. So, if we sever ties with him, surely he'd have to pay you back right away.
In principle, that's how it works, but I'd still be the one who has to take all the flack. I'm just a small timer, you know? People like me need stability and security, not to go rocking the boat.
Come on now, let's work something out. Weren't you after some Noctiluctus Jade last time we spoke? We can put our heads together and get a hold of some for you.
Well...
Yeah, and I haven't even met your dad. It's just something I've noticed from, like, how you talk about him.
I'd say that's plenty for now.
It's kind of like that
You
with
don't
my
wanna go biting
stepmom,
off
because,
more than you
like...
can chew, right?
I have a problem with my dad, right? But I don't actually have a problem with my stepmom. She was pretty nice to me, and a lot of her weird behaviors can be excused by her, like, tumultuous past. Is that the word for it? Yeah. But because her and my dad are, like, a package deal, like, I haven't talked to my stepmom in forever, even though she was a nice person. We actually got along pretty well. My stepmom and I, we liked a lot of the same books. We liked Stephen King books and detective books. So we actually, like, talked about books a lot, and we actually got along. But I haven't talked to her because she's kind of a package deal with my dad, so... Yeah.
Great.
A little bit unfortunate.
All right, let's go and find some. Okay,
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. I promise you'll be satisfied customers. You know, Toma, you haven't changed one bit. Same mindset, same style of working. I sure hope the two of us never get into a conflict. Fingers crossed our cooperation will stay happy and healthy for a long time to come.
Don't you worry. Unless you've got plans to cause trouble for the Yashiro Commission, the future looks bright for all our future dealings.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
Felt like there's a subtext to your whole conversation.
Don't worry.
That's why I don't like talking to salespeople,
People
is that
whose
there's
attention
always
is always
this, like,
focused on
underlying
other people's
messages, and they're always trying to
tend to
squeeze you.
expose their own weaknesses pretty easily. Let's head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
What do we do now?
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe he'd have a change of heart.
I highly doubt that would work.
These guys don't know what they're doing at all.
And again, since we don't have any other options, we might as well give it a try.
But the samurai spirit...
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever humiliation comes our way to resolve the situation. This, too, is the samurai spirit.
Is anyone there?
Do you want a healer on the team? Wait, you mean using Farina without... Wait... I don't think that would work.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Because what's gonna happen is... Whenever Farina is, like, shooting with her little guy, she's gonna drain your team's HP. So if you switch her to her healing mode, she'll heal you back up, right? But in the healing mode, Farina doesn't apply any hydro from off-field. And, like, Anefa has a shield. So I don't think you really need a healer. Anefa has a shield that lasts, like, forever. So you should be fine.
He must be here to make fun of us.
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace yourself. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Toma? Toma, are you here? I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock, too. If you need more, please, you'll have everything you could need.
Wow, Toma really pulled the strings behind the scene.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None whatsoever. I'll stake my whole reputation on it. No fakes, no defects. I give you my word.
Actually, now that I think about it, do you...
Please, this is my whole life.
We'll talk about it after.
Don't cut me off.
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay, I'll deliver the goods right away. Right away, I promise.
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. All right, with that taken care of, let's get out of here.
Why was he apologizing to Toma?
What's going on here? Hey, Toma. That's strange. Where'd he go? He was right here a second ago.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore.
What happened, dude?
Remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold, and it wouldn't bother him. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really feel the heat. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers, so I sorted it out privately. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, and wouldn't be able to pay off his loan, he suddenly felt the pressure. Then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so he'd seek us out to make an apology.
Sounds like you gave him the full Toma treatment. Yeah, Toma's like so kind and polite, but he's really
It's
cunning.
no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations like this in the past. I know you'd like people to look up to me more, but it doesn't bother me all that much. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. On the contrary, having too good of a reputation can be restrictive. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? That says that in your mind, I'm not the kind of person they say I am. For me, that's enough. All I need is for the people I'm close with to know the real me. Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. I owe you one. I'll have to entertain you again sometime.
Plus, I didn't get very far with entertaining you this time around, so I guess I owe you too.
Is that the only ending for, like, this path? It is. How interesting. And there's so many different paths for this. Oh, nice little primo jumps. Yeah, let's look, do you have a refinement rank 5 sacrificial fragments? This weapon? Sacrificial fragments? Do you have this one? Because if you do, and you really want a healer in your Hydro slot, there is an option. And that option is Barbara. And no, I'm not kidding. The thing is that Aino sucks so much and is so, like, not impactful that you can just use Barbara. Yeah, if you have Sacrificial Fragments. Because what Sacrificial Fragments does at Refinement rank 5 is it decreases her skill cooldown to 16 seconds. Which is important because her skill cooldown out of default is 32 seconds. So, if you have sac frags at R5, you can use Barbara. Because Barbara's skill applies Hydro. And she's the healer. I mean, you can do it if you want. But since Anefa is a shielder, I really don't think you'll need a healer. Anefa's shield is, like, really good. You do have that R5. Okay, so I would try out the team with Aino. Get Aino up to, like, level 50 or something like that, just so that she doesn't die. Put her on Noblesse, that kind of thing. And then just, you know, if you feel like you need more defensive stuff than what Anefa provides with her shield, then you can use Barbara. Let's bust out Barbara. Oh, hold up. Let's bust her out.
I'll take care of it.
Oh my gosh, Barbara. So, like, Barbara's burst, like, doesn't do anything other than heal, right? Aino's level 60. Yeah, you could just give her a try. Put her on, like, a throwaway Noblesse set and just put her on Fab's Greatsword or that event weapon or whatever. Let's find some enemies to hit. Yeah, here's a Hilichurl. Okay, perfect. A little Hilichurl to test it on. Barbara's at level 70. Barbara's constellations suck. Barbara is dog shit. But she does heal. So if you want a healer, what you do is you go here, use her skill, and this'll, like, Hydro Ring applies Hydro to enemies, and it actually applies enough Hydro for the team to work. Oh, look at Barbara. She healed even though she's, like, not on, like, any artifacts. And then you can just... And Sacrificial Fragments is resetting the cooldown of my skill. And she's still applying Hydro with her ring.
Go, Barbara, go!
So if you really want a healer... on that team, you can use Barbara. With R5 Sacrificial Fragments. And she works. So, really, like... And what's cool is you don't even have to level up Sacrificial Fragments, because it's utility. Like, what you get out of leveling up Sacrificial Fragments is more of the Elemental Mastery stats. But Barbara doesn't need EM. She needs HP to scale her healing. So you'll build Barbara with an energy recharge sands, an HP goblet, and, like, a healing bonus circlet if you have one. And then you could put her on, like, instructors or noblesse or something like that. Or you can even put her on tenacity of the millilith. You could put her on, like, a build like this, tenacity of the millilith. Details, yeah. Tenacity of the Millilith. 2-piece set gives HP, and then 4-piece set, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby party members is increased by 20, which I'm pretty sure Barbara's skill counts as hitting even though it doesn't do damage. I think it does. It should work. Maybe it doesn't. So maybe you just put her on Noblesse, but... Yeah, just Noblesse, ER Sands, HP Goblet, Healing Bonus Circlet, you know. You don't even have to level up the weapon because the refinement rank is all that matters so that the skill has a chance to end its own cooldown. What's cool about Barbara's skill is that it hits twice at first. Yeah, it does, like, a couple hits. So I know that this says 80% chance, but it's actually a 96% chance on characters like Barbara specifically that hit with their skill twice. So yeah, you can use Barbara. If you don't want to use Aino, if you really want a healer. Sackfrag's Barbara. But you probably don't need to put Barbara on your team. You probably don't need it. Nah. And Efa's shield is, like, actually good, so it's fine.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, what? Let's do a beta one. Yeah, beta. start there. Kokomi if you have her, but she's a 5-star. Let me look. Character archive, filter, Hydra, because you need a Hydra character, right? So let's look. Dahlia, no. Milani, no. Siegeween. Do you have Siegeween? Siegeween works. You could put her on Sacrificial Bow to get that same short cooldown, and she works. Farina, not really, no. Nilu? What's Nilu's skill cooldown? Nah, 18-second skill cooldown. Nah. I mean, you could use, like, Sacrificial Sword Nilu or something. Candace! Oh, hold up. Candace. Yeah, she needs her C6, though. Do you have Candace at C6? Candace doesn't heal, but she does work. If you have her C6. You need Candace to be C6 in order to work, though. Yelan, no, not really, because their cooldowns are too long. The thing about Flynn's is that Flynn's skill cooldown is 16 seconds. The one at the bottom there? Okay, yeah, no Candace then. So, what you want to do with Flynn's is run 16-second rotations, and Sucrose, Ino, and Inefa all fit that. And Barbara can be forced to fit that by using sacrificial fragments, right? Other than that, though, I mean... What sucks about Barbara, though, too, is that you have to make sure you actually hit the enemy when you cast her skill. Otherwise, the skill reset doesn't work. And if the skill reset doesn't work, then you're screwed. Oh, you aren't that badly screwed, but maybe because her skill kind of lasts a long time, but... Yeah, let's look at other characters. Ayayato. How long does your burst? 20-second cooldown burst with 80 cost. Ew, gross. Coco. Yes. Coco can also do the same thing with Sac Frags, even though I think her skill cooldowns... Yeah, her skill cooldown is 20 seconds, but she can do that same thing with Sac Frags to decrease it to effectively 16 seconds. So yeah, Coco can work. Tartaggles. No. Mona? Mona actually does work. Her skill cooldown's 12 seconds. Yeah, Mona, you can use her. She doesn't heal, though. And Mona's buff from her burst is kind of useless. It's kind of dog shit for Flynn's. What is kind of okay for Flynn's, though, is her C1. Her C1 increases lunar charge damage by 15%. That's okay. It's not super great. Because that 15% isn't, like, actually 15%. You have Mona. I mean, like, if you want a healer, it's pretty much just Barbara, though. Xingqiu. Xingqiu can kind of do a similar thing because of how Xingqiu's skill works. So...
May knowledge...
If we equip Xingqiu... Let me, like, go over here. Let's find an enemy to fight. Xingqiu. Yeah, this Electrocution Mage. Yeah, Xingqiu's cons doesn't matter for this. So what you can do is, let's establish that Xingqiu's skill cooldown is 21 seconds, and that sucks, okay? That sucks, right? And his burst cooldown is 20 seconds. But what you can do is you can have one rotation where you just use his skill, and the other rotation where you just use his burst. Because Xingqiu's skill has a similar thing to Barbara's, where like you don't have to do anything, but you can apply Hydro just by walking near the enemy, which is enough to
Body and mind.
apply the lunar chart stuff, right? Oh my gosh.
Rain outlines your
So you can like do a skill, and then like do your whole rotation of like, oh, kill shit with Arlecchina or whatever, right? Or Flynn's in your case, right? And you like go through your whole rotation, and then your next rotation, instead of skilling, because your skill's gonna be on cooldown, you can't use it, you just use his burst. And you only use his burst, and it's fine. Right? So that's the game plan if you want to use Xingqiu. Azazel Hydro Sword Orbitals apply Hydro, kind of like Barbara's thingy, so it's okay. Yeah. It's so scuffed, though, because alternating between skill and burst, it just feels wrong on Xingqiu. I don't know, it feels weird. I don't know. I mean, so yeah, those are your options. Yeah, and Xingqiu's cons, fortunately, don't matter for that kind of playstyle. Just build him on Favonius with a bunch of ER. Do you have, like, extra Favonius sword? Something like that? Or you can also give him Sacrificial Sword, too. It does the same thing as Sacrificial, the Catalyst. And also gives you some defensive utility, too. Because, guess what? Xingqiu's skill, his orbitals, damage reduction ratio, 29%. It reduces the amount of damage you take by 29%, and also it gets increased by his Hydro damage bonus. So if you give him, like, a Hydro damage goblet, it gets even better. It gets up to, like, 44% or something, which makes a Nepha shield 44% more tanky. Which is pretty cool, actually. So yeah, Xingqiu's one of your options, and you can put him on that sack sword, so that you can just keep using his skill and get that defensive utility from his skill. Or you won't get, like, where Xingqiu's skill is effectively making Ineffa's shield more tanky. Which is kind of cool, which is kind of that healing that you wanted. And also, Xingqiu heals a tiny little bit amount when his rain swords break. So you can use Xingqiu if you want. My Xingqiu's kind of cracked, though. Damn, my Xingqiu's kind of cracked. On R5 Wolfang, C6, on the 9 skill. He's kind of schmoovin'. This is kind of a good Xingqiu. I don't really like him, though, because... Dude, why is this dude wearing shorts? His shorts look so fucking ugly, especially because he's supposed to be, like, a prim and proper rich kid in, like, a prep school or whatever. Like, dude, put on pants. Your shorts look so ugly. Holy shit. They're ugly. So, yeah, I don't like you. I really prefer using Yelan. Because look at Yelan. Yelan's, like, so cool. She has aura. Like, look at her. She's so cool. Oh, yeah, Xingqiu's skin doesn't help anything with the shorts, though. Let's take a look. Still the shorts. Still with the shorts. If anything, he looks worse with the skin. If anything, he looks worse. I'm sorry, I'm so mean to him, though. It's so mean. I'm sorry. I just don't like him, though. I built him because he's, like, a really powerful character, but, like... Whenever I have the choice, I just prefer Yelan. I mean, look at her. Look at her pose, her aura, her cape flapping in the wind. Or Mona. Look at that entrance. With a giant witch's hat. She looks cool. Tartaggles. Damn, he's cool. Look how cool Tartaggles is. He's great. And then you look at Sing Cho. He has his little book and fuck off shorts. It just ain't it.
All right, let's head off.
Like, if he, like, took a note out of Kazua's book and, like, had, like, leggings or something in pairs with his shorts, I'd like that, but I don't know. It's a personal thing, because personally, I find shorts to just be really uncomfortable, like, talking personally.
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
So whenever I see another character wearing shorts, I'm like, damn, that must be uncomfortable. But, like, even though Kazu's wearing shorts, because he has the leggings and the higher boots, I'm like, yeah, he looks actually kind of comfy. He actually looks pretty comfortable. Socks and sandals. Let's go. Oh, and Bennett, too. Wasn't Bennett wearing shorts before? Jeez. Ah, yeah. I hated this. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get your shins all scratched up if you're going out adventuring and hiking through the woods. And he looks all scratched up, too. I'm like, dude, take a shower. Boom. Shower acquired, pants acquired.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
It's so much better. Holy crap. He actually has drip now. After 5 years, he finally found drip.
Adventure time.
Anyway. Oh, and another character that has shorts. I don't even own this character, and the reason that I don't own this character is because they have shorts. Let me look. Wanderer. I like Wanderer as a character. I really like how much of a fucking jackass he is. And he's just like a piece of shit. But he has no drip. He has no aura because his shorts ruin the aura. He has, like, waist-high fucking mom jean shorts, dude. This is horrible. And I love his character. I love his character. I just can't stand looking at those shorts, dude. They look so uncomfortable. Like, I'm not sure if Raiden, like, because Wanderer is, like, a puppet robot, right? You know? It, like, he's gotta be uncomfortable down there. If you know, you know. The shorts are, like, pulled up way too high for it to be comfortable. Sorry. I just don't like the characters wearing shorts. I love Arlecchino, like, look how, like, proper she looks. Like, full suit and pants, and, like, she looks so cool. I gotta say Sitlali must be uncomfortable too, because she's like wearing really short shorts, but like the skirt helps. The skirt certainly helps. So she's just not like her thighs aren't just like completely out. When she sits down, she can be like comfortable because she has the skirt, you know? I like it when characters look like they're comfortable in what they're wearing. Right? That's just a me thing. I think. Wow, Dragon Spine looks cool. Look at that. Anyway, let's talk to Beto. Hey, Beto.
So after we dropped you off in Rito, we found a shipwreck nearby. Probably belonged to Inazuma. Chingsa Village. I don't see the resemblance at all. How'd you come to that conclusion? Oh, okay then. I'm definitely a rookie at this. But your word's good enough for me. Time for a trip to Chingsa. You're coming with me, of course. I'll need you to help me zero in on the specific location once we're there.
Ah, Pedro! Wow, and the traveler! My goodness, what's the occasion? Just here to visit us old folks once again? It hasn't been all that long since we last had a visit from the Crux. But I'm glad you picked today. You're just the people I need. These two young rascals, they've been arguing with each other non-stop about some petty nonsense or other. I'm too old to get through to them. They won't listen to me. Please, talk some sense into them.
Rest assured, Granny Zhuoshin, whatever the situation is, the Traveler and I will take care of it.
Oh, thank goodness. It's Captain Beto. You couldn't have come at a better time. You're the voice of reason I need in this situation.
Captain, please, help me get justice.
Whoa, hey. What exactly is going on here? Spit it out, tell me everything.
It makes me mad just talking about it. G here, I don't know if he's got a screw loose or what his problem is. But anyway, he took it upon himself to raise, well, practically a whole army of finches, okay? And now guess what? They fly onto my land and completely destroy at least half of my crops. I asked him to pay compensation, but he refused. Now how is that fair?
Captain, I'm innocent. They're not even my finches. I just thought they looked kinda cute, you know, so I fed them a couple of times. They're wild birds, though.
A couple times? Are you kidding me? That's rich. Really rich. There were 2 of them when you first started. 2 finches. Now you have a whole roof full of finch nests. I swear, every time I come by your place, I think I'm at a bird market. I'm telling you, you are not gonna get away with this anymore.
So, yeah, I mean, they laid a few eggs, made a few nests, but finches gonna finch, you know? These are wild birds. I mean, they'll do whatever they please.
So that's how it is. I think I got the picture. What's your take?
I think the guy's probably responsible because when you feed wild animals, you're telling them that you're gonna feed them again, and then they end up like bringing their kids over and that kind of thing. Like, but part of me thinks like since the finches are destroying people's crops, they probably would have done that anyway because they're still a food source, right? But
Yeah, you have a point.
yeah, I think I'll blame him.
Gee, let's say I'm interested in buying these finches off you. What would you say to that?
Are you serious, Captain? Oh, that would be great. Honestly, with all this trouble they've been causing me lately, they've become a bit of a burden. So if you're happy to take them off my hands, that would be perfect.
All right, deal. My only condition is, you have to use some of the money to compensate Wenjing for her losses.
Oh, come on. But I never raised them, did I?
Well, you tell me. You took my deal, that means you admitted to being the owner, doesn't it? Otherwise, what gives you the right to sell them to me?
Captain Beto's right. If you didn't raise them, what makes you think you can go taking her money for them, huh?
I love this lady's voice actress. That's great.
Well...
Don't worry. My offer includes plenty left over for you after deducting the compensation. This way, you get something back for looking after them.
Okay, then. Okay. I'll pay the compensation.
I hope you two are very grateful indeed to Beto. I dare say no one else will be quite so accommodating toward the people of our village.
Granny Zhuoshin, as you know, many of the boys from your fine village do sterling work for the Crux. The fleet wouldn't be what it is today without them, so please think nothing of it. Gee, Wenjing, I guess you're free to go.
Captain Beto, you're here.
Pops Shing, it's been a long time. Have you been?
Don't get me started. I've been having some real trouble with that neighbor of mine, Jen. We keep having the same argument, and it just goes nowhere. I heard you were in the village, so I rushed over to seek your help.
What's the issue?
Oh, come with me. You'll see. Let's go find Jen and clear this whole thing up, face to face.
I really like Beto. I'm glad that I've been getting around to doing hangouts and stuff. It's really fun just to watch her interact with people. Very character informing.
Captain Beto, you're here.
I heard that you and Pops Shing had a little misunderstanding. So, what's up? Tell me about it.
Jen planted a tree on his property a few years back. I had no issue with it at the time. It's just a tree. But a few years on, it's grown taller than the roof of my house. Every morning when I get up and open the window, I just want to feel the sun on my face. But I'm greeted instead by the looming shadow of my neighbor's tree. It really affects my mood. I asked Jen to cut it down so I could get some sunlight back on my property. But he said no. It's like he's done this on purpose just to drive me crazy.
Captain Beto, you gotta believe me. I didn't intend to block the sunlight, but there's nothing I can do about it now. It's not just any old tree, you see. That tree was planted there by my late father. Not long after he planted it, he passed away. And just before he passed, he left me with some parting words. He said our family's fortune was inauspicious, and we needed something to suppress the bad luck. That's what he planted the tree for. How can I just chop it down?
Something I want to remind you to do is don't wish at all now. Don't wish at all until Columbina comes out. Then you get her, and it's fine. I want to remind you, save. Save every single wish you get. Let them pile up.
I'll be honest, I spent a few years studying in Liyue Harbor, so I don't actually share his superstitious beliefs. But still, that doesn't change the fact that this was my father's dying wish.
Okay, I think I'm all clear on the situation. What are you thinking?
I think Ren deserves some leniency, yeah. Because, like, this is one of those situations where it kind of just feels like an old guy complaining about old guy things. Like, the tree was planted so long ago. You spent 4 wishes. Where did you even get 4 more wishes? Why do you do that to yourself? This is how you get characters accidentally. I thought you said that you didn't like doing singles.
I was thinking along the same lines as you.
Oh, don't complain to me if you, like, accidentally get an effort or some crap.
Look, Pops, I'm not trying to make excuses for Jen, but just try putting yourself in his shoes for a moment.
Do you even want Flynn's E1 or S1 or whatever? Or its constellations or whatever?
Jen's desire to protect his tree isn't for money or because he wants to hurt anyone, or for the sake of any superstition. He just wants to honor his father's dying wish. Pops, you have kids too, right?
Yeah. When you put it like that.
Pops, if you can agree to it, I'll have a word with Granny Zhuoshin and see about getting you some money from the relief fund as compensation for having your sunlight blocked. As for the tree...
that sounds good to me. Whatever you think, Captain Beto. The tree can stay. Some compensation would make me feel much better about the whole thing.
Thank you, Captain Beto. And thank you for understanding Pops Shing. I'll make sure to trim it back when I get home to let some more light through. It'll be such a relief not to have to worry about this anymore. On a separate note, I remember the Crux last visited the village not very long ago. Is there some special reason why you're back in person so soon?
Nothing all that special, just personal reasons. I'm looking for some treasure.
Huh? Treasure? Wait a second. That reminds me, I saw Chongping and Defu arguing in the fields earlier. It sounded like they were both trying to lay claim to some treasure. I don't know if it's related to the one you're looking for, but anyway, they're probably still there now.
Really? Okay, well, you and Pops Shing can go about your business now. I'll go see what the situation is.
These guys. Yadi, you really gotta be more like me, though. Though, look, I've been saving every single Primo Gem I've gotten since getting Llama, and I already have 104 now. I am so ready to get Durin or Albedo or Colombino, whichever comes out first. I am fully ready.
Huh? Beto, you're just in time. Defu's being completely unreasonable.
What happened?
I'm not being unreasonable, Captain. I got Chungping to help me plow my
I
land.
explored
because it's
every
the
inch
busy
of
season.
Not Krai. I've been
And then,
doing good.
What do you know? He plows up
I
a
also
treasure
get
chest.
Welkins, though, so Welkins have a lot to do with it.
Way I see it, it's my
90
land.
Primo
So the
Gems a
treasure
day
belongs
is
to
kind of
me,
a lot.
right?
You say that, Defu. But what you're forgetting is that I came to help you plow your fields out of the goodness of my heart. And you haven't paid me a single mora. It was also my plowing that turned up this chest. However you cut it, surely I'm entitled to at least some of the treasure.
I'm sure that 104 came from... It came from the Welkin, also the Battle Pass, also all the endgame modes that I've done so far. And Nodcry too, so... Because I get both the Welkin and the Battle Pass, I do just get more wishes, right?
The
But it's
domestic
only...
drama
It
just
should only
keeps
be like
coming today.
40 or 30
What are your
more or
thoughts?
something
Okay,
like that.
I think I'm up to speed here. If you two really want to take this further, I can get a legal expert from Liyue Harbor to adjudicate. As for the costs, I'll cover them. What do you think? Neither of you seems thrilled about this course of action. Okay, so plan B. I'll be
Yeah,
straight with you. The reason I came here
I
today
recommend
was to look for some
staying free
treasure.
to play.
So, how about you? Of course, I'll be indebted to both of you. If
Really?
either of you ever needs anything in the future, the Crux will not hesitate to lend you our support.
Captain, you're far too kind, really. Indebted? That won't be necessary. If you want this chest, you go ahead and take it.
Yep, totally agree. If only I'd known you were looking for this chest. You should have said something. I would have delivered it to you personally to save you the trip.
It seems like it's been quite a busy day for you, helping us settle all our little quarrels. Come on, let's go to the village. I'll rally the masses. We'll get some good food and good drink and have a good old get-together.
Don't worry about the chest. I'll carry it over.
Yeah. When it comes to getting stuff from the shop, like, the Welkin is kind of worth it. It tells you here, roughly equals Intertwined Fate 18.7 for $5. That's okay. But then if you go into the top-up section, like, you have to spend like 20 or 30 bucks in order to get the equivalent amount of fates from top-ups, right? And that's with these first-time top-up bonuses, so, like, if you do want to spend money on the game, like, nothing but the Welkin. Yeah, I also like do the battle pass too. I get the battle pass because like all of this Mora and all these like XP materials means that I don't have to spend as much resin on ley lines in order to get these because I get so much from the battle pass. So that's why I get it, and that's not a good reason to get it. It's a terrible reason. Like, don't spend money on this game. It's a very good game, and being able to play it for free is kind of awesome, so... It's kind of crazy that they, like, made a whole new chest model just for this quest. I saw this in one of the earlier cutscenes. Another spin crystal.
What a fine day today has been. Beto has solved an awful lot of problems in our village.
She sure has. Without Captain Beto, that compensation payment would have bankrupted me. Yeah, and if it weren't for Captain Beto, I'd still be arguing with Pops Xing.
Here, here. We have plenty to thank Captain Beto for, I'm sure. I propose a toast in her honor.
To Captain Beto. Cheers!
I couldn't ask for more than the chance to get everyone together and drink to our heart's content. Cheers! Phew, that really hit the spot. Want to get some air? The view in this place is pretty good. We can take a look through the contents of that chest while we're at it. Chongping placed it by the water wheel.
You sure you haven't had too much to drink?
Are you kidding? Beto can handle her liquor.
Beto also now talks to her about herself in the third person.
Come on, let's go.
Let's see what's in the chest. It's gonna be a bunch of trash, huh?
So, I've been thinking. Everyone seems to trust me enough to let me have the final word on their disputes.
Yeah.
But don't you think some of my solutions can be a little stupid? You can laugh, I don't mind. Take Chongping and Dufu's wrangling over that chest, for instance. I had no clue who it should belong to, so I just came up with this stupid idea of taking it for myself. At least that way, neither of them would feel like it was unfair. But, I mean, I'm no Ningguang. I can't make a perfect deal every time. And I'm no Yanfei either. Not all my judgment calls are going to be 100% fair and square. I am Beto, and my strength is in trading favors.
Catherine does not encourage you to spend those primos on your resin. Catherine is a kind and benevolent soul, and she gives you those primos, those 60 primos every single day in hopes that you can get your favorite characters if you save up enough. Catherine does not say anything about spending on resin.
You think I should be more selective? Some people think their favors are so valuable that they need to plan out how and when to use them to maximize the return on their investment. They view the favor as a bargaining chip.
Personally, something that helped me a lot early on to stop myself from like wishing every 20 wishes is like recognize that these banners are literally just slot machines, right? And like don't treat every pool as like, oh, you might win every single pool, because you aren't going to win every single pool, right? You win when you save up 90 pools and you can wish all the way to hard pity. That's when you win, right? So unless you have 90 wishes saved up and you know how you're going to spend them all, you're setting yourself up to lose. That's how I think of it. Unless you save your primos all the way up so that you can guarantee to get the character that you want, you're gonna lose.
Others see doing favors as a burden, not worth anything in monetary terms and prone to getting you locked in a cycle of constantly returning the favor back and forth. But the way I see it, favors are what keep people connected to one another. Over thousands of years, the people of Liyue have created bonds between each other by doing someone a favor here and asking for a favor there. This means that no individual is truly on their own out there. When someone falls down, there's an invisible net made of human connections, waiting to catch them and get them back on their feet. Over the years, I've come to owe favors to a great many people, and many other people have come to owe me one. These are the countless bonds between us, like so many fish in the sea. And they're the reason that the Crux and I have survived the countless hardships we faced. I believe that if there ever comes a day when the world is overrun by monsters, Liyue's legal system collapses and the land is thrust back into an age of war, it's these bonds that will see us all through the dark days ahead, until we come out on the other side.
So the reason you asked for my help with finding the treasure today was so that you can owe me a favor?
I'm not saying that. But either way, we have a pretty firm bond between us already, don't you think?
Yeah.
Was this wind brewed in a winery? It's making me lightheaded. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something we were literally just talking about.
You did mention the treasure chest.
Oh, yeah, the chest! Oh, I got so immersed in
Oh,
our
nice.
conversation that I forgot all about the main event.
Mondstadt's kind of hard to get to 100% because there are a lot of chests that are, like, hidden from the compass. There are quite a few chests that, like... Well, when you use the compass, they don't pop up. They just appear when you, like, pick some carrots or something. There's a lot of hidden chests like that.
Come on, let's open it up and see what's inside.
What I had to do when,
Oh, that's it? A whole lot of nothing?
When I explore Mondstadt, I had to Google, like, hey, where are all the hidden chests? And then, like, I followed a map.
It's not exactly what I was looking for, but you know what? I don't care. The fun part was going on a treasure hunt with you. Come on, let's get back to the party. Tonight, we go big before we go home.
Aww, that's a nice one. Do I have enough books to level up Kaching to 60? I do. Okay, and then I need to make an electro thing. Oh, that's close. Dragon Spine was so annoying for me to explore, though. I still remember it. Dragon Spine was the first area I 100%ed, actually. Because I was having a hard time finding all the red rock collectibles that are there. Only 5 levels for that much. Yeah, maybe next week I'll be able to level up Kaching enough to challenge the Imaginarium Theater. I still need to give her, like, talents up to... Get her up to, like, 666, something like that, and then get her a couple more pieces of Thundering Fury. Flower and Feather, yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me just look at Arlecchino's build and bask in it a little bit more. It's so perfect. It's so great. Oh my gosh. And then next up, like, this is my flower right now, right? But there's this one that has the potential to be awesome if I reroll it. Are you sure you have the tree, like, maxed out? Because there's, like, there's 2, like, levels of maxing it out. Because there's, like, let me, like, show you.
People truly appreciate the warmth of flames.
Yeah, rewards. So there are enough of the, Crimson Agate to get up to level 8, and then it says Crimson Wish unlocked. And those are, like, little weekly quests you can do. Yeah, Crimson Wish. Once you get to level 8, which you can do by collecting all the Crimson Agates that are, like, around the area, it'll give you these little quests in order to get more. So you may already have it at, like, level 8 or something, but you still might need to get it to level 12. Unless you got, like, Overflow or something. Because I don't think I have any Crimson Agate left, yeah. Oh, you already have it at level 12? Oh, that's crazy. That honestly sounds like it might be like a bug of some kind. Damn, you got a couple extra? I'm sure a lot of collectors would actually love to have an extra, so... Yeah, because I don't have any extra. It didn't let me, I don't think. Yeah. That's cool, though. Because a lot of people like collecting old quest items like that, like this hunting trap that was, like, from Razor's Quest. A lot of people don't have this anymore because it's a consumable, right? My 2 birthday cakes from my 2 years of playing. Hey, chests around here now. Yeah, for the Oculuses, you do have 1 extra, and that's, like, intended. Everyone has 1 extra, even after maxing out the thing. I'm sure the Lunoculus is going to be the same, where we were left over with 1 extra. Yeah, this is intended. Every nation has an extra, for sure. You had 2 extras. Yeah, that's interesting that you got 2 extras. It must be, like, some kind of thing with the Crimson Wish. Like, maybe instead of doing all 4 quests every week, you only did, like, 2 at a time or something. And then there were some quests left that gave you an extra, even it wasn't, like, needed or whatever. Oh my gosh, my build's insane now. Ooh. I'm so excited to, like, reroll this new flower, because this new flower is probably going to be sick when I reroll it. Probably 3 years ago, you would have remembered. Yeah. Is there any other, like, quests I want to do today? Because I'm feeling a little bit tired. Oh, we still have 7 more wishes left from here. Save your wishes. Resist the gambling. Oh, and then this, another feather. So when this feather comes out, I'll be able to re-roll that flower. Should be sick. Who did you choose for your free constellation from this thing? I'm curious, who did you end up choosing for this? I just, like, don't have so many of the characters. Hu Tao? Oh, I told you to pick her. That is the correct thing, so yeah. Okay, cool. I forgot that I already, like, told you to get Hu Tao. I guess I just forgot, because that was, like, a month ago, right? Maybe a little bit more than a month ago. Hu Tao is correct, though, so yeah. Out of, like, all the C1s that are, like, actually good, because a lot of these characters are just kind of old, so their C1s are kind of dog shit. It's Hu Tao, Nilu, and then Shenhe are, like, the 3 that are, like, actually good. Baiju's is okay, actually. Baiju's okay, especially if you, like, play him with Farina. Baiju C1 is, like, okay. But a lot of the other C1s are just kind of dookie dog shit. Albedo's is hilarious, because, yeah, let's look at Albedo's. I'm probably going to get Albedo's, and that's why I'm, like, bringing this up, is because once I pool for Albedo, I'll probably get a C1 from the system. Albedo's burst cost is 40. It's like the lowest in the game. This is a very low burst cost. Right? His Constellation 1 gives him energy. Why would he need energy? He has the lowest burst cost in the game. It's easy as fuck to get his burst back. Why would he need energy? I'm gonna get him this anyway, but... Albedo? No. Albedo's not a healer. Albedo can kind of be used as like a pseudo-sustain, though, because of crystallized shields. So his skill applies Geo from off-field. It's like a coordinated attack, kind of like how Yolan and Xingqiu work and stuff like that. It's one of those skills that just does damage over time. But Albedo will trigger the crystallize reaction, which gives you a small shield. And he'll give that to you every 2 seconds-ish. So Albedo can kind of be used as like a pseudo-sustain. Oh, the Dendro character? Yeah, Baiju? Yeah, Baiju's a healer. Where is he? Baiju. Baiju, in terms of like... In terms of healing, like the healing amounts that he does, he's one of the best healers in the game. Which is really good for stacking up Farina's fanfare. But like... In terms of stuff outside of that, he doesn't really do a whole lot. Other than just, like, having good synergy with Farina because he heals so much, you know? And then his C1 gives his skill an additional charge, so he can, like, heal even more. Which is even better for stacking up Farina fanfare. And he also gives a very small shield, too, so, like, defensively, he's kind of him. But his burst cost also costs 80, so you kind of have to build him for, like, a lot of ER. He's an okay character, but he just doesn't bring enough to the table offensively. Like, something you can do is, like... In a team like this, you can, like, replace Yelan with Farina, and then replace, Baiju with... Llama with Baiju. And that creates, like, a good team, right? Genshin's gonna have to buff some of these older 5-star characters. I, like, really hope they do, but I have my doubts that they're gonna do that, especially because I have a feeling that this free C1 thing... I have a feeling that this is supposed to be like, oh, because we're giving you their C1 for free, you're buffing them, right? But so many of these characters' C1s are dog shit. Like, really, Hu Tao, Nilou, and Shenhe being, like, the only really impactful C1s, really? Like, really? Jeez. What were they thinking? Ganyu's is okay, but she's just like an old character. She doesn't hold up. I have a feeling that Hu Tao's gonna get better when Columbina comes out. I have a feeling in my gut that Columbina is gonna help Hu Tao's teams. Yeah, Shenhe C1's pretty good. Just for energy. It's another one of those, like, get extra charge things. Yeah, you didn't know Wanderer was there? You know who I wish was there is I wish Alhaitham was there. For some reason they have Wanderer there, but not Alhaitham. Yeah, some of the Sumeru characters, just not, like, the best one, which is Alhaitham. It feels so mean-spirited. And of course they don't have Nahide either, so... Just Sino, Nilou, Wanderer, Baiju. Yeah. I'll probably get Albedo C1, though. Even though it's, like, not good. Because I'm planning, when I get Albedo, I'm actually planning on using him in my Arlecchino team. You want Emily? What do you want Emily for? Do you just like her? That kind of thing. Hmm. with Albedo, though, I'm planning on putting him in my Arlecchino team. You're collecting all the polearm characters? There's a YouTuber that does that. I forget his name, but he has, like, an account where he's only allowed to use polearm characters. And for that account, it was so lucky that, like, Ineffa and Flynn's are both polearm characters that he could use them both in the same team. Otherwise, it would have been cooked. It would have been so cooked. If either Ineffa or Flynn's weren't both polearms for that account. What's that guy's name? It's like Soluna or something like that. That's his YouTube name. Yeah, that's a good content creator. But yeah, I'm planning on putting Albedo in Kazuha's slot of this team. Because I feel like Kazuha is so important to my Cloren teams. I feel like getting another slot here would be good. And Albedo can fulfill that role. Is there anything else I want to do, or... I'm getting kind of tired. I feel like I should go to sleep, right? I feel like that would be smart. And for you, isn't it like 11:30 at night? You should probably be getting to bed, too. Yeah. I'm glad you got Flynn's. I feel like Flynn's is gonna really, like, fill a hole in your account. It's like, if we check out, like, what you have... Yeah, I feel like Flynn's is gonna be really nice. Because then you can have, like, an Arlecchino team. You have your Mulani plus a Mavuika team, or Risley plus Mavuika, depending on what you do. And then your Chaska plus Farina team. Chaska plus Farina is like a core. I feel like we need more healers to come out, because I feel like your Chaska Farina team is, like, missing a person. Because, like, a good team would really be, like, Chaska, Farina, Eon-san, and then, like, a team-wide healer for the 4th slot, and then all you have to work with is Charlotte. And Charlotte's, like, good, but... Charlotte's good if you can get her, like, TDES and stuff, but, like... Feels like there's the potential to get an even better character there, you know what I mean? Or if you get, like, C6 Chevroose, you can put her there. Ever. If you ever get C6 Chevy. Yeah, it looks like you pulled a little bit too many DPSs and not enough supports. Luckily, though, Mavuika can be played as a support, so she, like, kind of counts. So, in terms of DPS, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Flynn's is 5. 5 isn't too bad. How many do I have? 1, Tartagel sucks, so he doesn't count. 2, 3, 4. I have 4 main DPSs, so that's not too bad. But I just have so many more supports. Like, for every DPS, I have, like, multiple supports. Oh, let's look at Chiori. Look how cool Chiori is. On Sig, Golden True, 81 over 257. My Chiori's cooking. Have I ever, like, showed you my Chiori? She's, like, so good. Like, look at this. So much crit rate, crit damage, defense. Perfect. Crit rate, crit damage, defense. So much crit rate. Look at that crit rate. Holy shit, that's a lot. Chiori is cooking. This, oh my gosh, almost 50 CV. Crit rate, crit damage. So good. This one, it rolled into ER too many times. You don't understand Geode at all? You don't have to. You can ignore it if you want. You don't have to. You don't have to understand it. It's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Something about Chiori is that her skills scale with defense for her damage. And a lot of Geo characters are like that. Some of them aren't, but, Chiori's good representation of the Geo element because she scales with both attack and defense on her skills. Yeah, I want Navia too. I actually have Navia's weapon. Oh my gosh. I haven't, like, shown anyone this in, like, forever. But I have Navia's weapon. Verdict, the Claymore. I do want Navia. Yeah. And I have her weapon already, so... when I get her, it'll be all good. Something I gotta do for Navia is farm this domain for her. Yeah. Nighttime Whispers Echoing Woods. This is Navia's signature set. So I gotta farm this for her before I get her. Which is fine, because this set's used on Ningguang too, so if I build Ningguang, I can do that. Yeah, we should talk about... another thing we can talk about is, like, how many characters I'm trying to build right now. Because, they came out with a new hardest game mode of the Imaginarium Theater, and that game mode requires you to have 28 available characters to enter. And I just don't have 28 characters of the respective elements built, so I gotta, like, build all these fools. Like, I gotta build all these people, and these are the people I've decided to build. Oh, Ningguang's so cool. I still can't believe that Ningguang's not 5-star. Isn't she, like, kind of cool? Look at those rocks. Yeah, though, let's check out the Imaginarium Theater thingy, yeah. You can check it out, yeah. 28 characters is a lot. I'm hoping I can get all those characters leveled by the time this cycle ends. Yeah, performance prep. Visionary difficulty, 28 to 32 characters. Crazy. In reward preview, you get an extra elixir if you get all 12 stars. That's new. An extra elixir, which I really want, because I want to start crafting a bunch of pieces for my Skirk. I want to get my Skirk a goblet, and then I can run an off-piece flower or feather, because I have plenty of those. So that would be sick. And then, of course, you have the debut performance stuff, where, the 11th and 12th, you get some fragile resin and stuff. And then, for here, you get just more of the same, more premos. You have 6 elixirs. I'd save them for now. So, the smartest thing to do with your 6 elixirs, probably, is after you farm Flynn's... after you, like, level up Flynn's completely, level 90, maxed out skill and burst. He doesn't need his normal attacks leveled. So max out his skill and burst, crown him, right? Farm his artifacts for, like, a month and a half. Like, just straight up log in every day, use all of your resin, just farming his artifacts. Try to get a good build on him. And chances are, after a month and a half, you're going to be missing a piece. Like, maybe you still don't have a good goblet, or a good circlet, or a good sands, or something like that. And the piece that's missing, that's what you craft. That's what I would recommend you do with those 6 elixirs. At least that's my 2 cents on it. I mean, you can use your resources however you want. It's a free-to-play gacha game. Like, yeah, goblets are hard. But for Flynn's, it should be a little bit easier because you'll be looking for an attack goblet instead of some kind of elemental damage goblet. The chances of attack percent being the main stat of the goblet is actually twice as high as the chances of getting any of the elements, I think. Or it could even be 3 times as much. I forgot the exact number. But all that is to say, getting a goblet for Flynn's should be easier than it is on other characters. This goes for Anefa too. Both of them want attack percent as their goblets. And if you have a really, really good EM goblet, you can use that too, but Flynn's gets a lot of EM buffs from Sucrose giving EM buffs, and Anefa giving EM buffs, and he buffs his own EM too, so... attack percent is really the way to go for the goblet. And it's easier to find an attack percent goblet than it is to find an elemental damage one, so... shouldn't be too bad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how well Arlecchino's goblet rolled today. This is insane. Truly insane. I could not have asked for better, straight up. I don't think it could have been better. Yeah. We'll really have to see how this feather rolls in a couple weeks. Oh my gosh. How long? 16 more days until the next update? 16 days, 16 hours until the next update. Yeah. I'm getting tired, so I think I'm gonna call it. Gotta like stretch, and I should exercise before I get way too tired. Keep in mind his artifact set gives him like 30% crit rate, so depending on how your luck fares with your other pieces, whether they're like heavy on the crit rate or heavy on the crit damage, you can go with either crit rate or crit damage circlet. And your weapon, you're using the craftable, it doesn't have crit on it, so it's whatever. But yeah, you should be able to get a good ratio regardless, because he ascends with crit, and then you're getting that 30% crit rate from a signature artifact set. 30% crit rate, that's a lot of crit rate, so put him on your profile already? Alright, let's take a look then. Alright, let's take a look as the last thing we do. How is it not refreshed? Probably gotta like refresh. Here's an easy way to refresh. Oh, oops. Let me turn back on my controller. From what I understand, you go into the teapot and then you exit the teapot and it refreshes stuff. From what I understand. So let's see if we can check out your flints. Nope. Okay. It's not refreshing. It's whatever. I'll be able to look at him next week when he's all like leveled up and stuff. By the way, next week I'm only going to stream on Friday and Saturday. I'm not going to be able to stream on Thursday because I'll be working. I got a 5-day work week ahead of me, and it's going to be exhausting and horrible, and 12-hour shifts, so yep. I will not be streaming on Thursday. It sucks.
What happened now?
But it's how it is, and it's how it's going to be. Alright, and I should get some sleep so that I can, like, sleep a lot in preparation for it. Yeah. I do have Twitter if you want, but I won't be looking at Twitter at all. I don't really go online at all during my work days, because it's 12-hour shifts, and I have a half an hour commute, so I am spending all of my off time sleeping or eating. I don't have time to look at social media or keep up with anything, really. So, yeah. Sorry. It's how it is. Alrighty. I'm gonna get some sleep now. And you get some sleep too. It's even later for you than it is for me, so... Goodbye.